just keeps going for miles. We're gonna get there. In the face of the wind and the wild, we're gonna get there. Love makes the journey a beautiful race. We're closer to home with each step that we take. We're gonna get there. Take my hand. Together we'll make it. Together we can. To the end. Together we'll make it. So come take my hand. Take a deep breath and rest for a while. We're gonna get there. Try to let yourself hope like a child.
Welcome back to the channel. This is part 2 of the Tesla Model 3 crash series, where someone crashed into the back of my Tesla, and we are now following up. So in this episode we end up flying to Kelowna from Prince George, and through that whole process catch a taxi to CSN Kelowna Performance, which was the company that was working on all the fixes. And you'll see some footage of the drive home. Part of it is using a GoPro 10, and most of it, well, we'll compare, I guess, with the DJI Osmo Action 5 in kind of all kinds of conditions. The first half, driving to Kamloops, I had the settings wrong on the DJI Osmo Action, so it was too bright, so I probably won't be using that footage. But once you get to Kamloops and onward, you'll kind of see both. Anyways, we'll be showing the breakdown of all the costs, what was fixed. I believe all 4 things were fixed. The body panels were done. The windshield was replaced. They said that the air conditioner just started working, but they did give a caveat saying there's some kind of a sensor error somewhere in the service menu. I didn't see that yet, but driving home, air conditioner worked perfectly fine, which is weird. Anyways, and that was after a software update. I guess all those errors had cleared up that I showed in part 1, so I'm not sure what that's all about. Anyways, and then paint protection film was put on the side that was hit, on the bottom rocker, etc. So you're going to see some footage of us driving home. Did end up hitting a wild chicken, and also saw some deer crossing the road and some nice sights, beautiful fall colors in the drive home, beautiful mountain views. And we will share some more details. Closer to the end, we'll get into the breakdown of the costs. We do have all the paperwork from the company. And for now, enjoy the drive.
We've got 2 feet out the door. One of mine and one of yours. We both have memories to let go of. This place is salty now. We could stay or we could choose to be the medicine for each other. No, we ain't gotta wait for someone else to say it's okay. I can make our getaway. I got 2 tickets if you wanna go. If you wanna go, ooh, baby, we can hit the road. We can hit the road running. We gotta know where we're going. We'll be better off. So you know I got 2 tickets if you wanna go. Fast train, buses, or airplanes, I don't care, whatever it takes. I've already packed our suitcases. Yeah, we ain't gotta wait for someone else to say that it's okay. Come on, let's get on our way. I got 2 tickets if you wanna go. If you wanna go, ooh, baby, we can hit the road. We can hit the road running. We gotta know where we're going. We'll be better off. So you know I got 2
Itemized Drive. Now turn left onto 5th Avenue.
Wanna go. Ooh, baby, we can hit the road. I've got 2 tickets if you wanna go. If you wanna go. Ooh, baby, we can hit the road. We can hit the road, honey, we gotta know where we're going. We'll be better off. So you know I got 2 tickets
Now
if you
turn
wanna
left
go.
onto Northwest Frontage Road. Now turn
Yeah, I got 2 tickets if you
now
wanna
your destination is on the left.
go. Yeah, I got 2 tickets if you wanna go.
All right, we're here in McBride, recording with the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro as well as the GoPro Hero 10. See what kind of motion blur we get when we move around these trees.
You pray maybe one day you can fly away. One day you'll be lifted up by the chariots. One day you'll be lifted up by the chariots.
Looks like we hit a ptarmigan. Have it on the dash cam. Let's see. Front looks like here.
Things you think and the things you say tear you down, make you
Barely
feel
tell
afraid.
that I hit it at all.
Is there
Good thing.
where you feel safe that makes your troubles all just float away?
It's that PPF is doing its job.
Maybe one day you can fly away. You pray maybe one day you can fly away. The chariots, one day you'll be lifted up by the chariots. One day you'll be lifted up by the chariots.
Well, we're just pulling into Prince George here on the hill, Highway 16. Pretty soon we will be heading down the hill. We'll see all the city lights. Right here. Alright, so now let's talk about the process and what got fixed and all that kind of thing. So here's this drive. Was captured on my Tesla cameras. I guess they drove it over to Kelowna Glass. That's probably their partner, CSN Kelowna Performance's partner, to replace the windshield. So this is them driving there, and windshield was replaced. So that's one of the 4 items I had asked, get the windshield replaced. That was a $250 deductible. The body damage, the metal panels, etc., were replaced, nicely repainted. I believe they also repainted the front passenger side door, even though it wasn't damaged, just because it had to be color matched. And that was the main thing, of course, I was wanting to get fixed, was the crash damage. So that's the second. The third thing was getting the air conditioner fixed, and apparently just a software update fixed it, which is kind of shocking, but okay. And you'll see some video footage I recorded today, and I ran those tests, the thermal test and the HVAC test, and they both passed. So that was interesting. And beyond that, the last thing was, of course, the paint protection film, which they also had done, I believe, at one of their sister shops. Anyway, so all 4 things were fixed. That was great. When I arrived in Kelowna, it took maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and I was on my way to drive home. Really wasn't much to do. Sign a bunch of things, look over the car. Everything was in pretty good condition, and I will show all the itemized parts. It came out to about $16,000, almost $17,000. What they charge the insurance company for that crash to repair it. So it's a lot of money to replace a few panels and whatnot. Yeah, I'll show all the breakdown there on the screen. There were 2 different claims, one for the crash, one for the windshield. Windshield was just sort of unrelatedly broken in the wintertime, which is pretty common here in BC. Logging trucks, cold temperatures, all of that comes to work together to make your windshield get cracked pretty easily. Anyway, so all in all, it was pretty easy dealing with Kelowna Performance. And so that was pretty good. The only thing there is, if you're in a crash and you require mechanical fixes, like maybe a drive shaft or something to do with one of the electric motors or some of the batteries damaged, you'd probably hesitate to bring it to Kelowna, because who's going to fix it there? All the shops that would fix it would probably have to be down in the Lower Mainland area, where they are Tesla approved ICBC repair shops, because Kelowna Performance only does body work. They don't do the other stuff. So that's just something to note, but I was pleased with the quality of the work. They seem to communicate well, and they did a great job. Anyways, hope that explains everything to you guys. All in all, I did have to fly. I had to drive down to Kelowna, 8 hours, 9 hours one way, fly home the next day. Couldn't get all that done in one day. And then to pick up the car, I had to fly back to Kelowna and then drive back home. So a lot of days, a lot of cost, 2 flights, a hotel, 2 days of driving. That's a lot of effort to get it fixed. We really do need Tesla approved ICBC repair shops in northern BC, and really anywhere outside of the Lower Mainland, which is probably 3/4 of the province. We need more shops getting approved. There's a lot more Teslas out there now, so any shops listening, get yourselves approved. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks. Bye.
You keep making me feel like I'm the odd one out, like it's a cool kids club. Symmetry's the only thing allowed, and you're making up rules that only cater to you. You're saying the words that only mean something to you, but I don't wanna get caught up in this, so